morning, Yogi here, doing well, hope you're doing well. It's 7:29 and a balmy 19 degrees. We are heading out on a road trip today. We are heading to, well, you know what? I'll save that for now. And when we get there. No, I won't do that to you. We're heading out to Wisconsin Dells. Yep, it's going to be one of those days, I have a feeling. So, we're heading out to the Wisconsin Dells School. So exciting. We are just outside of Beaver Dam, and I filmed this place before. You can't really see the sign because of the sun, but it's the Nile Club, and it was a pyramid-shaped building that was a restaurant, and I say it was because they tore it down. The Nile Club restaurant, that pyramid building, that iconic pyramid building between Horicon and Beaver Dam, is gone. Don't know what's going on here, if they plan on building something else. The sign's still here. But the Nile Club is gone. If you live in Beaver Dam or Horicon and know what's going on here, let me know in the comments below. Kind of shocked to see it gone. I mean, it was kind of sitting here somewhat empty. I mean, there were things in it, but it hadn't been a supper club or a restaurant in a long time. But yeah, they tore it down. It is gone. The Nile Club is no more. Rest in peace, Nile Club. I believe we are now entering the town of Marcellon, or Marcellon. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's spelled M-A-R-C-E-L-L-O-N. So apparently this is the Marcellon area, or Marcellon. Marcellon sounds better. Population is 1,024 at the 2000 census. The unincorporated community of Bell Fountain, B-E-L-L-E, Fountain, is located in the town. There's the cemetery. As of the 2000 census, there were 1,024 people, 362 households, and 287 families residing in the town. The population density was 28.8 people per square mile. The racial makeup of the town is 98.93% white, 0.1% Asian, 0.1 Pacific Islander, 0.20 from other races, and 0.68 from 2 or more races. Hispanic or Latino are 0.59% of the population. There are 362 households, out of which 32.3% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 72.4% were married couples living together. 2.5% had a female householder with no husband present, and 20.7% are non-families. The median age is 39 years old. Median income for a family, $50,625. Males have a median income of $31,759 versus $24,760 for females. About 6.7% of families and 8.2% of the population were below the poverty line, including 9.9% of those under the age of 18 and 13.5% of those age 65 and older. There are no notable people from Marcellon or Marcellon. Anything over here? And there's really nothing else, so that's probably going to do it for Marcellon. Marcellon. We are coming into the area known as Pardeeville. You know how much Mrs. Yogi and I like to party. So we are hitting Pardeeville. P-A-R-D-E-E-V-I-L-L-E. It is a village in Columbia County, Wisconsin. Population as of 2020 census. There's the Fox River we're passing over. Ooh, that sunlight is brutal. Population is 2,074. It is part of the Madison Metropolitan Statistical Area. Ooh, they got a nice little Veterans Memorial Park. So peak population was in 2010 at 2,115. Well, let's see, little downtown area. There's a Quick Trip. Now, what's crazy about this is they say that the population is of the 2020 census. However, the demographics are of the 2010 census. 918 households and 563 families living in the village. Racial makeup: 97.2% white, 0.3% African American, 0.2% Native American, 0.9% Asian, 0.3% from other races, and 1% from 2 or more races, Hispanic and Latino. 1.6% of the population. All right, we decided to stop here in downtown historic Pardeeville. Got an official marker here. In 1848, New York native and Milwaukee merchant John S. Pardee hired agents to oversee his Fox River land holdings and to establish business operations from this location. Yates Ashley, the most notable of Pardee's agents, managed the on-site operations and surveyed and platted the town in 1850. Although railroad tracks were laid here in 1857, real growth did not begin until after the 1870s. By 1899, Pardeeville boasted of 2 hotels, a flour mill, a grain elevator, a creamery, several potato warehouses, a lumber yard, and a bank. They got some really cool buildings here. So this is the main strip here. This is Highway 22. This is the Myrtle Lintel Spear Museum, owned and operated by the Columbia County Historical Society. There's the Angie Williams Cox Library. That's a cool little building there. Gardening because murder is wrong. Okay, back to the demographics. Here's the Barbed Cactus Western store. There are 918 households here, of which 31.3 had children under the age of 18 living with them. 44.8% were married couples living together. 10.7 had a female householder with no husband present. 5.9 had a male householder, no wife present. And 38.7% were non-families. Median age of the village here, 38.9 years. Cattail Creek on Main. Gender makeup of the village, 48.7% male and 51.3% female. There's the Cook at Branch Coffee House. And the second look in Simon Boutique. Caddy Shack, another Caddy Shack bar. Yummy Chinese restaurant. Median income for a family is $45,700. Males had a median income of $32,250 versus $23,702 for female. About 2.5% of the families are below the poverty line, including 2.4 of those under age 18 and 3.9 of those 65 and older. Old Chicago Bar. We do have notable people. We have Earl C. Tuffy Abel, A-B-E-L-L. He was an American college football player and coach. He played football as a tackle at Colgate University and returned to Colgate as an assistant coach in 1925. He spent the 1929-1930 football seasons as head coach of the University of Virginia, and he was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame as a player in 1973. He passed away here in Pardeeville. He was born in Portage. We got Mark Stephen Bortz. He is an American former professional football player who was a guard for the Chicago Bears of the National Football League. He played college football for the Iowa Hawkeyes and was selected by the Bears in the 1983 NFL Draft. He was part of a Super Bowl champion team, played 171 games, started in 155 and had 2 fumble recoveries. Bob Bostad. He is a run game coordinator and offensive line coach for Indiana University. Always been at a bunch of places. Woo, Wisconsin, Tennessee Titans, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We've got Claude Elliott. He was a professional baseball player. He was a right-handed pitcher over parts of the 2 seasons, 1904 and 1905, with the Cincinnati Reds and New York Giants. For his career, he compiled a 3-3 record in 22 appearances with a 3.33 earned run average and 47 strikeouts. He was a member of the 1905 World Series champion Giants, though he did not play in the World Series. And that's about it for notable people here in Pardeeville, Wisconsin. A little downtown area of Pardeeville. Glad we got to stop here. And Mrs. Yogi was pretty keen, and she noticed there were some, I noticed them too, the Amish people were, there were a couple Amish people walking down the street as I was doing the notable people. And there's the buggy and the horsey. And they got a neat little park area up there. That must be along the river. And what town would be complete without a mural? And there is the Welcome to Pardeeville mural with cranes, I believe. The upper crust is in the front, and the back bar is in the back. I get it. Oh, and there's the First Presbyterian Church. Neighborhoods look pretty nice here in Pardeeville. I just wonder how much they party at Pardeeville. There it is, the Pardeeville Dollar General. And a Piggly Wiggly. They got a Kickly. We are entering Wyocena. It says on the sign, population 756. That didn't take long. It's only about a mile down the road from Pardeeville. It is another village in Columbia County, Wisconsin. As of the 2020 census, the population was 756. It is also a part of the Madison Metropolitan Statistical Area. And there ain't a whole lot here to Wyocena, that's for sure. Oof. A tornado did strike Wyocena on April 25th, 2008, destroying several homes. Peak population was in 2010. They got a Dollar General Market. All the information I'm going to give you is from the 2010 census, and there's a beautiful train going over on the tracks, over the road. There are 271 households and 170 families living in the village. Racial makeup, 98.3% white, 0.1% African American, 0.4% Native American, 0.3% Asian, and 0.9% from 2 or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 2% of the population. 48.7% are married couples living together, 10.3% had a female householder with no husband present, and 3.7% had a male householder with no wife present. 37.3% were non-families. Median age of the village here, 43.5. Gender makeup, 46.5% male and 53.5% female. Median income for a family, $50,875. Males had a median income of $35,417 versus $24,464. About 2.8% of families and 5% of the population were below the poverty line, including 7.8%, of those under age 18, and none of those 65 and older. Notable people, there's 4. Fortunately, they're all politicians, so we won't talk about them. And that's going to do it for Wyocena.